Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to introduce today's topic, but before I do that, if you don't already know me, my name is Kimmy Giselle, and on my channel I talk about mental health on Sundays and relationships on Wednesdays. So I hope you guys can subscribe to catch them both. Let's just jump right into the video. Today we're talking about tips on communicating in relationships, and these are key, solid tips that I had to learn for myself and that really help generally in my relationships every single day. Okay, so the tips I share is to build a strong communication between you and your partner, trying to really understand each other and not to tear each other down, because again, communication is a key, and sometimes if you don't have that key part in a relationship, it can really tear you guys apart. So let's start. Number 1 is stop assuming and mind reading and just ask. So assuming and mind reading are both distorted thinking styles, and I am currently going over them in my mental health videos. So if you haven't checked those out, go ahead and do that. You can learn more about what mind reading is and assuming and what to do about it and kind of what it looks like. So I'm not really going to explain it here. I'll try and link down the videos below. I haven't figured out how to do that, but hopefully I will when I edit this, so we'll see. You'll see. But okay, stop assuming and stop mind reading. And the reason I say this is because when you have a feeling, because usually it always starts with the feeling or an energy, you feel your energy, your partner's energy is off. You start to assume things and you start to mind read. You start to try and read them, and you start to create scenarios in your head that often just lead to stress and anxiety, and you often just start acting weird, not acting weird, but start acting shady to your partner. You start giving him attitude, and then your partner's like, why are you giving me attitude? What did I do? So that means you're assuming and you're mind reading. So if you have a feeling, just ask. And it's kind of scary because sometimes you don't want to know the answer, and you just got to get over that fear, because sometimes the answer isn't even as worse as you thought. So hopefully it's not. But again, stop assuming and mind reading and just ask. And if you need to learn more about that, go ahead and check out my distorted thinking styles videos. Next is let your partner speak. So when you are communicating, you want to let your partner say everything they got to say, and then your turn, whoever starts the conversation. You don't want to try and jump in at every little part, because then it's going to just be a bickering contest type of thing. Just let them say what they gotta say. And sometimes it's hard because they say something and you're like, wait, and you just want to say it right away. But just wait, hold on to that thought, and then go ahead and speak when it's your turn. That's gonna just create a more flow of communication rather than just back and forth. Let them speak, and then you speak. Number 3 is use I feel statements. So I kind of went over this in my last video. Use I feel statements instead of you statements. So you made me feel this versus I feel this because of blank. See how that's a little better? When you're saying you are about to offend them and kind of blame them, versus when you're saying I feel, you're taking responsibility for your emotions, and that person can try and see where you're coming from. However, when you're blaming your partner, they're gonna likely be on the defensive side and try to defend themselves. So make sure to use I feel statements. And again, these are part of my mental health videos, and I don't think I posted a video about it yet, but it will be coming soon. But this is for sure something I will be addressing. So I feel statements instead of blaming. It is super important, and it will change the communication between you guys. This is something I definitely changed in my relationship, and it's gotten me like so much better results, I guess you can say. Number 4 is practice managing your emotions. So managing your emotions is honestly a skill. It's something you need to practice. It's something you develop. It's not something you just have. And some people tend to say like, oh, I'm just like that. I'm just emotional, or I'm just blank. This is how I am. But honestly, we just need to stop telling ourselves that and really practice, because it is a skill. Managing your emotions, knowing what you're really feeling, controlling that is a skill and something that you can develop, because that's what I did and that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. So if your partner is trying to communicate with you and you just blow up and you start going crazy and you're just walking out the door, you're not even paying attention to what they're hearing, that is going to destroy your relationship. Because if your partner is not being heard, then they're not going to want to be with you. There's no communication there, okay? So managing your emotions is a super, super important key. So again, mental health videos, go ahead and check those out, and we'll be talking about those more. But that's one thing that I would suggest is super key, is managing your emotions. And lastly is know your outcome. So before you bring whatever topic it is up with your partner, know your outcome, which means, am I going into this communication, I don't want to say fight, but am I going to my partner to fight? Am I going to my partner to be right about this situation? Am I going to my partner to resolve this? Am I going to my partner to feel better? Know your outcome, because if you're going in hot-headed, again, it's not going to be, what's that word called? I'm looking for a specific word. I can't remember this word, but basically it's going to just be more healthier if you just know your outcome. If you know your outcome, you tell your partner, look, my intention is not to fight with you. I am just confused, or I am just feeling worried, or I am just feeling insecure right now, or I am, whatever it is you're feeling, my intention isn't to blame you. My intention isn't to fight with you. I just want to get this resolved. So know your outcome is a super important tip to really just getting that communication solid. Those are all my tips for today. And if you want more, or if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to get to everyone. Thank you guys for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you want to check out my mental health videos, I highly recommend it. But until then, I'll catch you guys later.